low tide, 9 o'clock, so we're approaching that pretty much right now. As we see up and riding, this is T.Tudela, the Peruvian, on his backhand. A bit of a lateral hit in that one, a bit mistimed, and that one runs off on him. So don't expect that to be in his counting scores come heat's end.
Yeah, he's been coming out for a couple of years. Tori, in fact, one of the O'Neill team riders out for this event as well. As we see up and riding S.Pupo.
Sammy always looks like he's a bit of a time thief. You know, he's always sort of got time to burn. And he was down there on the beach before, sort of watching the last heat, watching his fellow compatriot Wheelie Dontis get the job done, so he's going to want to try and replicate that.
Then we're seeing right now for the round one of the men's division of the Ballito Pro.
Well, let's see if L.O'Brien can get himself tubed. Nope, he's going to stick to the face, and a good overhead wave here. You can see him just trying to get around that section. And what's got me is how few surfers have been falling off. I sort of mentioned to someone this morning how these guys are just all so good. And, you know, on the webcast, it's easy to kind of see, but being out there, it's quite shallow on that bank. There's a lot of water exploding. That ocean's coming, you know, out of deeper ocean. There's a lot of power in that, which you can't sort of pick up through the webcast. Yet all the guys are making these last oncoming section, these end slams.
Type of conditions on a southerly swell here in Ballito, it is a bit more powerful. And on the low tide, as you were saying, it gets pretty heavy on that inside bank. And that's the difference with a very, very southerly swell. It really only starts engaging up with the coastline up here in the Ballito area.
All right, so back to live action. Some great discussions. T.Tudela, that's a bit better. He squares that one up and ditches the fins on that last one. So going with the commitment, the timing a little off, and the explosion taking his board out from under his feet for that one, which has been a bit slow and sleepy. Liam O'Brien, 5.07. Well, that's the highest score so far. He's going to try and add to that as he opens up the carve here. Nice flow between the turns. He's really setting up this end section. It's pretty milkshakey. Hard to navigate, but sticks with it beautifully. That board looking great underfoot. Just waiting for this oncoming end section and slams that one there. So a workmanlike wave there for Liam O'Brien. Going the highlights reel, but certainly what's needed for the heat. S.Pupo squares up this one here. Nice open face jam. And as I said, the board looks so slow underfoot, but he connects his rail and it looks so smooth for him. You know, he doesn't look like he's racing down the line. He's always got time to burn. He never seems to be late to any sections.
This is the one opportunity this week in Ballito where, as residents of KZN, we actually get to see this level of surfing live and all these internationals right in front of us live. Look at that, a beautiful barrel there from T.Meister from Hawaii.
Well, Tori hasn't taken his day off work as one of the O'Neill team riders. He's working right now. Some beautiful tunnel vision, hits that section. What's going to happen at the end here? Boom! Rides out of it and does.
I really like this wave. It's stood up on the inside. As it hits that little reef near the rocks, it allowed that open opportunity. Got behind the curtain. Just got a little of a head rinse as he came out. A check turn to get back into the critical section. Bangs the lip. That was a nice turn. Now lining up on the inside and rather going for the lip, he actually snaps under it into a bit of a layback. Almost comes unstuck. You can find a peak where there's 2 to 3 people. Get your video or camera guy and you'll bang some very good footage. So the surfers do take advantage of that. They actually arrived a couple of days early.
All right, so S.Pupo, he's banking some footage there right in front of cameraman Ryan Logie and comes around this section. A little soupy at the end and wow. Just got a little held up. Pause. I said he was a time thief, and we saw it there. Just got a little held up. Not making that end section. Doing so well, the locals. I can't see you a lot of favour there, telling everyone it's empty peaks. But T.Meister, well, his mandate's been very clear this morning. 2 waves, 3 barrels, and 1 decapitation by the looks of it. So 6.10 for his last barrel. This one perhaps not as clean, and not quite finding the doggy doing that last one. So lots of work to do here for the judges. We'll probably have some situation shuffles. Really, you know, these mid-range scores we spoke about earlier on, you know, it's going to be hard to differentiate. T.Tudela here, he's looking to differentiate. He's going to drop a 2.17 and just not seeing... I'm always interested in that one, Mike. You know, he obviously with him being 4th priority now.
A lot of families tend to structure their time and take time off work, and we do see the crowds come down from inland to enjoy the weather down here in KZN. This is the middle of winter in KZN, as you were saying.
See if Liam O'Brien in 2nd position will execute his priority, because he can choose whatever wave he likes. See, and he looks like he's going to do just that. So beautiful looking wall here. He's going to try and square this one up straight up in the lip. A little hung up, but that's okay. Will he look for the tube time? Thought about it, but he goes, no, I'm going to head to this section here. Lovely open face calm, a little heel drag there. So Tiny little mistake, but finishes that one off. Little pat the kitty to ride out. So Liam O'Brien looking to replace his 4.9. Reckon he's going to go and do that on that one. So some smart surfing. Didn't over froth on that one. Made sure he linked those major manoeuvres. A lot of variety in it. You could see he thought about the barrel there, but went for the open face carve, which is still okay. Judges may penalise him a little bit.
Okay, so the wave comes out of deeper water this time. It's breaking much further out. Look out, starting to unload on that bank. Beautiful turn in the critical section. Airdrops down.
Spray.
I think I agree with you. He was possibly looking for a barrel there, but look how much potential it had down the line. Long, drawn-out, roundhouse cutback. Comes off the section and straight into the closeout. Drifted the tail as well on the end there, Scotty, so a little bit of flare at the end. It's a great shot of the wave breaking at the back at the rocks. Goes through that deeper section where the rip is and then through to the inside.
Is T.Meister getting a barrel? Something different. He's looking, he loves it. Look at the stance, nice and forward, and that wave just not offering it. So it worked for him on the first one, the 6.10. Didn't work so well on the third, on his 3.9, the last one. 0.8 for S.Pupo, very achievable for him, and 6.63 for T.Tudela to take the second advancing. So let's see if S.Pupo, with a little airdrop there, just showing how critical it is. He's going to check out for the barrel on this one. Nice and deep, comes behind. Can he get the doggy door? He can. And looks at the judges and go, hey, do you guys see that? Because I thought that was pretty cool. It's a bigger wave. Let's check it out. Critical drop here. That air section. You see, he nearly gets ejected in that toe side.
And then when he sets up for the inside section, he backdoors it. It goes nice and clean. He's a bit deeper than Tori's one, but not a clean exit either. He sort of snuck out.
He had some turns on the end. Miguel Pupo, well, T.Meister, he's going to find one down the bank. Is he going to look for the barrel again? He will, but that one's probably going to gobble him up and just pinch. I don't think it's going to let him out. So some beautiful tube time there for S.Pupo. Wasn't a clean exit. It was a bigger wave. Surfer here paddling tour. He's going to look for a 4.1 on this one. Let's see if he goes to the barrel or he mixes it up and goes to the face. And seeing no option for a 4.1 on that. So he does kick out, T.Meister.
Because with a cross-shore and an onshore wind, we see a lot of them start pulling aerials.
Well, here comes the story, folks. 4.10 needed by the surfer on screen, T.Meister. He's been given a chance here. He's got to go big. You spoke of the airs. And he is going to complete it. So, the Hawaiian, the first aerial we've seen of the day.
It was a cleaner wave with a bigger wall to it.
Well, what we might do is we might give you guys and ourselves a chance to compose ourselves. We might have a quick break and then we'll come back with the final results from this heat. You're sticking with us here. This is the Ballito Pro presented by O'Neill.